killed Locke and Fingers. Take his head off! Die!
Stay down! Stay down! I'd better let Victor know.
Sid. Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years. Which, if he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by still. All those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing.
You're right. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for, well...
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to, but we just couldn't any...
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me is that you...
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed...
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that...
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember. They know that Lubor and I are friends. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try. And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearer's side, Victor?
Why do they always have to make such a...
He knew all along that he was... Forgive me for disturbing you, but... could I have a moment of your time?
As have I, Lord Underhill, wasn't it? The rumors that he's a bearer.
He'll never be mayor now.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is high. In this at least he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our...
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
What do you mean, don't jump to conclusions?
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us.
Trust me, little ones, it is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor...
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do... anything...
I'll...
Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. Nice try. It's over. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. To me! Awaken whip! It's over. Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our thanks to them, and to you, we were...
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origin, a duty of the highest
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause. Now, to what do we owe the honor of...
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey...
Ah, you are returned.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings here.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided. Had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends? Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear the Undying have served the Phoenix for countless... We live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without... Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying, as first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
Are you buying or selling? Of course. Anything else? Come again.
What do you mean, don't jump to conclusions?
How the hell did that bastard...
Come on. Thanks, Gal. We're not going to outrun this one. Stay close, Torgal. Should have picked on someone your own size.
I have no reason to assume it.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles? For a short while.
Of course, Lawsman Hippocrates. You need but ask.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, The Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. Here you are. Come again. I may have...